Welcome back to Practice and Focus. I'm your host, Appiah-Thompson, and today we're diving into a crucial aspect of social work, how practitioners grow from novices to seasoned experts. Our episode today is titled From Novice to Expert, Building Professional Wisdom in Child and Family Social Work. Whether you're freshly minted from your social work program or a seasoned professional reassessing your practice, there's something here for you. We're unpacking how professional judgment develops and how reflection transforms everyday practice into profound wisdom. But first, let's examine why professional wisdom matters in social work, especially with children and families.
Absolutely, Sarah. As we know, working with children and families often presents complex, multifaceted challenges. Decisions are not binary. They involve competing narratives, partial information, and emotional tensions. Professional wisdom acts as a bridge. It's a blend of knowledge, values, and experience that empowers social workers to move beyond mere checklists and make nuanced, defensible judgments.
Exactly. This wisdom shapes how we assess risk, meaning identifying potential dangers a child might face, and resilience, which is the capacity of both children and families to recover from challenges. For example, think about the delicate balance of interpreting a child's nonverbal cues during a visit with their family. Something seemingly simple can carry deep implications about their emotional state. It guides the timing and approach in interventions, including when to adopt a supportive stance versus taking a more authoritative role. But here's the catch. Much of this wisdom can feel invisible, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. This invisibility is often rooted in subtle observations and gut feelings. As social workers, we develop an intuition that signals when things aren't quite right, like if a parent's story shifts slightly over repeated visits. These gut feelings, however, need to be respected as tools for exploration, rather than accepted as standalone evidence. And this brings us neatly to our next segment, the journey from novice to expert.
Yes, that journey is fascinating. In social work, growth can often be mapped as a series of shifts or stages. Early in their careers, novice workers tend to lean heavily on established rules and procedures. They might repeatedly ask, what does the policy say? What is the correct form to use? This kind of questioning isn't a sign of weakness. It's an essential phase in developing expertise.
That's right. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, you're focused on balancing and pedaling, but over time, you start anticipating obstacles and navigating smoothly. For example, an experienced social worker might pick up on nuanced changes in family dynamics that affect interactions. With exposure to varied situations, they start recognizing complex patterns in families' stories, which allows them to respond more fluidly. By the time they reach expert level, these practitioners often operate on instinct, often struggling to explain their decisions because it feels so natural.
And that leads us to a crucial point, the gap between doing and explaining. To bridge this gap, we need reflection and good supervision. This is where our deep understanding of tacit knowledge comes into play. Can you explain that a little more, Mark?
Sure. Tacit knowledge encompasses the insights that skilled social workers develop over time. It's often held in our bodies and emotions, manifesting as feelings about a situation that guide our decisions. For instance, a practitioner might feel uneasy if a child's reaction suddenly shifts when a particular family member is present. While this feeling isn't evidence, it signals the need for deeper exploration. Turning that unease into actionable details, like observing and documenting what was said or noting the child's emotional response, can help clarify those gut feelings.
This process of articulating observational details is so important in making tacit knowledge explicit. Through practice, social workers learn to document their intuition and reasoning in reflective journals or supervisory notes, adding layers to their professional development by encouraging critical thinking.
Right. And moving forward, we need to understand that there are two significant forms of reflection, both of which support professional growth. First is reflection on action, which occurs after the event. This could be writing case notes while pondering what elements stood out or discussing a difficult visit with a supervisor. It allows you to look back, identify patterns, and link your practical experiences with theoretical knowledge.
And then there's reflection in action, which happens in real time during interactions. For instance, if a social worker notices a child growing quiet when talking about a sensitive subject, they might adjust their questioning approach right there and then. As practitioners gain experience, they enhance their ability to reflect actively while still engaged with the family, compounding their expertise.
It's a clear progression from competency to proficiency, which is such an exciting part of the social work journey. But here's the thing. How do practitioners effectively showcase and document their growing expertise in ways that resonate with others, like managers, courts, or supervision panels? This is a challenge many face.
Definitely a challenge. So here we have some practical strategies. For starters, when recording case details, practitioners should write clear rationales for their actions. Instead of simply reporting the events, they should add explanations for why they took certain actions. This not only clarifies their decision-making, but also demonstrates their thought process.
A great tip. Additionally, linking actions to theoretical frameworks in a meaningful way also helps. When referencing a theory or model, it's critical to explain how it impacted your decision-making process. And capturing those critical moments, the instances that give you goosebumps, for instance, can provide invaluable insight into your developing judgment.
And bringing hypotheses into supervision is also paramount. Sharing a thought like, "I have a hunch that because," fosters deeper discussions and invites constructive feedback, pointing to the evolving judgment rather than uncertainty. These habits, when practiced consistently, can transform daily interactions into reflective evidence of growth.
Today, as we explored the journey from novice to expert, we learned about professional wisdom and its role in navigating complex family dynamics. We highlighted the importance of reflection in turning tacit knowledge into explicit reasoning. If you're listening and you relate to this journey, consider taking just one case this week. Write a short, reflective note that goes beyond just documenting what happened. Think about why you responded as you did.
That's a fantastic takeaway. Remember, reflection is a powerful tool in your social work practice, a bridge that can connect your experiences with your growing expertise. Thank you for joining us today on Practice in Focus. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with your colleagues. Join us next time as we delve into another integral aspect of relationship-based practice with children and families. Until then, keep questioning, reflecting, and growing.